I'm Aleks Szczerbiak. I'm Professor of Politics and Contemporary European Studies. I'm a comparative political scientist and I work on the post-communist states of Central and Eastern Europe. One of my current projects is looking at the politics of transitional justice, how post-communist states deal with the legacy of the past, what Samuel Huntington calls the torturer problem. And in post-communist states, the main way that this has been dealt with is through what's called lustration, the vetting of officials for their links with the communist security services. Communist states spied on their populations on an industrial scale, and this has left thousands of former informers for the communist security services and functionaries in positions of authority. So vetting people for their links with those services and also giving people access to their files is something that's a very big issue in post-communist states, and it's something that I'm looking at for my research. One of the things I'm particularly interested in is when the issue comes back. It's something that they try and forget about, but it recurs, and at the moment I'm working on a book on transitional justice, lustration and communist security service file access in Poland. Poland's a really interesting case because this is a country that tried to put the issue behind it. They tried to forgive and forget. As the first post-communist prime minister said, they wanted to draw a thick line separating the communist past off from the present. But the issue recurred. 8 years after the thick line was drawn, they pass an act introducing lustration and providing people with access to their files. And then years after that, the issue comes back and they introduce even more radical legislation, and it keeps recurring again and again. And one of the things I'm interested in is why that issue recurs. Is it to do with people just using the issue as a position, or does it tell us something about the state of democracy in these countries? Okay.